as you click this A, you can see the possibilities. You take this label, okay, and we can change the label to be O. It is possible for us to change it to be O. It is possible for us to change this to be O, though it is not cooperating with me now. So then we can talk about line segment. We can talk about chord. We can talk about diameter. Okay, so minor segment, major segment, sector, whatever you want, you'll be able to teach with this. Okay, so moving on, if we want to proceed with some higher possibilities, okay, so you can see here, it is possible for us to draw a perpendicular line. Actually, as we are doing the geometry class, okay, if this application is open on our screen, okay, it is possible for us to explain the concepts very clearly, okay, and also now as we are taking the online classes from our own houses, okay, where to go for the board or anything, here it is available, okay. So perpendicular line, so for that first we will just draw a line. So we draw a line or a line segment, okay, and then we are going to draw perpendicular line perpendicular to this line, okay, through a particular point. So what we can do is click this perpendicular line, okay. See, from this point C, we want a perpendicular line, okay, to which line? To this line, okay, anywhere on the line you can click. Perpendicular line, we want it through C and this point, so we get it, we get the line. Is it fine? So same way it is possible for us to draw a parallel line also, perpendicular bisector also, all that are possible. It is possible for us to draw an angle bisector. And if you're interested in our class 10 tangents, we'll go to this tangent. For tangent, first we want a circle. So we are drawing a circle. And then we are going to draw tangents to the circle from an external point. We'll draw the point. Okay, now we want to draw tangent to the circle from the external point. So click this tangents. See, these are all constructions. So from C to this circle, okay, we want tangents. So tangent is drawn. Fine. So now we want to know the point of intersection. I have a doubt whether it is here or here or here or where it is. So for that also, it is possible for GeoGebra itself to tell us. So points, it is intersecting points that we are interested in. So click the circle, click the line, see the point of intersection has come. Same way here, click the circle, click the line, the point of intersection has come. Now if you want, you can draw the radii segment, okay. So AE we can draw, AD we can draw. To draw, what are we doing? We are just clicking the 2 points, the line segment is there. And we are drawing AC, okay, fine. Now we want to verify whether theorem 10.1 is true. That is, will this angle be 90 degrees? We want to measure. So how are we going to measure here? So for measuring also the possibilities are there. So we are going to measure angle now. So when you click measure and angle, here it is. So I want to measure angle AEC. So I click A, I click E and I click C. So the angle is 90 degree. Okay. Same way I want to measure this angle. So I click C, I click D, and I click A. So this is also 90 degree. Okay. Will it be 90 degree if the point is closer? It is possible for us to drag it. So click move, and when you click this C, you can bring it closer. However closer it is 90 degree only. However farther, it is again 90 degree only. So that way it is possible. Now if you have a doubt as to what happens if the size of the circle changes. So again, this B is determining, you know that when we drew the circle, this was the center and this was the point on the circumference. So when you move the point on the circumference, the size of the circle changes. So now you can see a big circle maintaining 90 degree, a small circle, then also 90 degree, all that is possible. So this way, even if you do it in the class and children see, or if the children are taught to do this, and they can see the various possibilities and can learn. Now coming to length of the tangents, theorem 10.2, again it is possible for us to measure the distance or length. So I'm measuring CE. How much is it? It is 16.5. So how much is CD? Again it is 16.5. So it is equal. So now once again we can think about the various possibilities, and in general children have an idea that the length of the tangent will always be greater than the radius. Is it true? Okay, now they can check whether it is always true. So that exterior point is coming closer, 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 and at one point, so now we can see that the length of the tangent is smaller than the radius. It is smaller than the radius. And again, so actually there was one question which was talking about the proving this to be a square in our exemplar problems. See, for all that, actually interacting on the geo board will make everything possible. Okay, now it can be saved. Actually it can be print screen. Actually you can click print screen, copy paste into it. It is coming to your wherever you want. If you want to design a question paper, and if you want to draw your own your class group also, WhatsApp group also. So that way we have explored the possibilities in GeoGebra geometry. Okay, and more or possible, actually it is also possible for us to measure the area. Okay, when you click area symbol and when you come here, it is going to tell you the area of the circle. See, area of the circle is this. So we can use this possibility for verifying Pythagoras theorem. We can draw a right angle triangle. It is possible for us to construct polygons, that is squares on the three sides. As you click area, you are going to get the three area. On adding 2, you can check whether the third one is true. Okay, it is as an introduction to geometry, GeoGebra. Actually, once if you're comfortable with that, you can further explore the other possibilities. And there is a possibility of actually creating the formula also. See, now you can call it to be alpha, this angle, and this to be beta. Okay, or okay, maybe A and B, A and C, we can keep it to be alpha and beta. You can see that as you move them, this alpha plus beta will always be 180 degree. That also can be checked. Okay. We can keep this to be some variable and this to be some other variable. And as you move it, the variables will take different values, but the sum remaining the same, which is equal to 180 degree. Actually, as children interact with this GeoGebra board and they learn, You can see that so many that concepts become more clearer to them as they are actually discovering it themselves. Okay. Now, I think we can move to GeoGebra graph. Here, do any of you have any doubt as to whatever we have done already? Okay, you can take turns and can ask, unmute yourselves and can ask. Okay, maybe one at a time if there is any question. Okay, or you may also type in the chat box. There is a chat box. If you can also type it in the chat box. So nobody is typing in the chat box. So I think we can proceed with the next component of GeoGebra. Okay, fine. So coming to the next component, that is the graph. Okay, so graphing tools we are going to explore for again a few minutes. Okay, so it is getting opened, graph is getting opened. Okay, so here actually all your algebra questions will be taken care. Okay, so when it comes to polynomial, when it comes to quadratic equation, when it comes to linear equations, anything is possible here. Actually, you can see if a graph sheet is available only, it is of great help. Now to start with, okay, even here we can bring in our geometry tools as well. Okay, so you can talk about origin. You can talk about a point on the axis. Okay, you can talk about a point on the different quadrants. Okay, so to start with this coordinate geometry, you can talk about all that. That is possible. Okay, so when we go to geometry, okay, so here you can see that input box. Here you can type any equation and the line comes here. Okay, and the line comes here. So for typing it in, you can use the keyboard or you can use the board available here. Okay, so if it is 2x plus 3y equal to 0, here is the line. 2x plus 3y equal to 0. Okay, so what happens when the 0 becomes 5? See, you can see the line moving. Okay, so whatever you want to input, you can write the equation and here comes the line. And see, automatically the intersecting points are also marked here. Okay, now you want another one equation. We are going to now check for consistency. Okay, so you can input one more equation, say 5x minus 3y is equal to 12. Okay, so here you get the second line and the point of intersection. Now what can the children do? The children can do research on the coefficients of x and y under the constant. So now it is your A1 and A2, your B1 and B2, C1 and C2. They can just tabulate what their findings. So now they got two equations. This is A1 by A2, this is B1 by B2, this is C1 by C2. What is the result? The lines are intersecting. Then they can change this to be, instead of 2 some other number, instead of 3 some other number, and now once again they can find out what is A1 by A2, what is B1 by B2, what is C1 by C2, and then they can look at the graph and see whether they are intersecting or parallel or what it is, coinciding, whatever it is. So if the teacher is giving them a set of say 10, 20 pairs of equations, we can talk about this big number 20 because they are not going to do any construction. Now actually if your objective is to draw the line on the given plane, they should not use that. Okay, but if your objective is understanding the conditions for collinearity, okay, their graphing skills are not important. It is their understanding that how A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2 should be, so that the lines are becoming intersecting or the lines are becoming parallel. If your objective is the condition for consistency, okay, see, the objective is different, then you can think about 20 pairs of linear equations given to the children, and then they can use this tool and they can find that in certain cases they are all intersecting, in certain other cases they are coinciding, in certain other cases they are parallel, and then they can take all the pairs of equations where it was intersecting and they can check how that the ratios A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2 are. Okay, so actually this makes it actually possible. Otherwise we cannot think about giving the children so many equations and for them to construct all those lines and then to verify the condition for consistency, whereas it is possible here. Okay, now this way it is quite simpler and easier. Okay, but there is another one possibility also. When you are inputting only, you can write it as, say, A1x plus B1y plus C equal to 0, and actually immediately as I type you can see the sliders coming. Okay, now you can see that the slider, actually here it is set to have values from -5 to 5. B1 value -5 to 5, C1 values -5 to 5. Now this A1 value it had taken to be 1 each. So that is why the equation, though we typed A1x plus B1y plus C1 equal to 0, you have got it. Okay, now this is actually the second level. Instead of straight away typing the equation, it is possible for us to do this also as the next step. What you can do is you can change the value. Okay, as you change a value, you can see that the line is also changing its position. So maybe now we keep it at 2 and B1 at 1. So maybe C1 at say -4. So this is the line. Okay, and as I said, once again you can ask geometry to come in here to tell you the intersecting point. So click intersect, you click the line, so it is going to tell where it intersects the x-axis and y-axis. Okay, fine. So this way we can use GeoGebra graphing tool for our algebra classes. Okay, so now if you are interested in a quadratic equation, say y equal to 2x power 2. So here is your parabola. If it is y equal to 2x squared, your parabola is here. Actually, typing this is also possible with the board available, or you can use your own keyboard also. Okay, this way you can see the point of intersection. Again, you can click intersect, you can click the parabola on the line. It is going to get you this point and this point. Okay, actually you can write any equation, cubic, anything, and you can also talk about the roots of the equation, zeros of the polynomial. All that are possible with your GeoGebra graphing tool. Okay, so can we move on? So this basics, actually it is an introduction to the tools. You can explore them. Okay, and then maybe after a month we can have the next session where it can be the next level of using GeoGebra. Okay, so we close this. Okay, so in detail we have checked the two different tools. of GeoGebra. And what I want to repeat is, it is free, it is downloadable, and it is possible to work offline also. It is possible to save the picture. It is possible to send it as a link. Okay. Actually, maybe if we are going further, we can talk about how to record it, how to record that is whichever we saw now. In the beginning we saw GeoGebra, geometry, some examples. So like that, what to do, those can follow in the coming classes. Okay. So any questions about GeoGebra? Can we move on? Actually, the main focus is on GeoGebra. Okay. And we are going to see some more tools also. But if we are okay with moving further. Yes. So we'll get back to our presentation. Now to talk about that Mindomo. Okay. So now that some chapter we have completed, and we want to do a complete concept map. Okay. And so we saw that as example, I gave Mindomo and Popplet. And this is a very interesting tool, very simple tool, and a free tool which can be downloaded. Okay. Actually, what you have to do is you have to sign up. It is not downloadable. You have to sign up. The product you can download. To create a mind map, to get a product, you have to sign up. It is like any other signing up. When you visit the site, Mindomo, you can get into the site. You have to sign up giving your mail ID and a password, and then your account will be created. Once the account is created, you will be able to make as many mind maps as possible. In the meantime, if you want to check whether in that particular concept already some mind maps are existing, yes, it is also possible there at the site. Any such site, you can see that some teachers who have made already, they would have kept it in public for any other teachers to use. So you can choose from them, or you can create one on your own. Now there is one very less than a minute video which will just tell you how to make mind maps using this Mindomo. Say I kept the videos to be too short. It is not more. It is less than a minute. Okay. So we'll just see that. Now, even if you get to know certain terms, Mindomo, some certain words, you can explore further and to see how all you can use them. So let it get loaded. We are all dependent on the net connectivity. So it is taking time. See, it is just a 47-second video. But to get into that 40 seconds, it is taking some time. Okay. Yes. So, to come from the beginning, okay. So this is that Mindomo. How to create yes, we'll wait for some time. Okay. Yes. So just a click and a box appears. Whatever you want to type, you can. Then, yes. So as you click the button, you get another box, whichever you want to, you can. So we can see that. Yes. So as you can see, it is so simple. As you click it, you get a box where you will be typing the main theme. And as you click on the add button, you can keep adding any number of boxes, and all those boxes will be branching from your main theme. Okay. And whatever you want to fill inside the box, you can fill in. Actually, you can keep on adding like that. And then just by dragging, it is also possible for you to locate the subtopics wherever you want. And again, from the subtopic, if you want, you can add any number of subtopics and you can go on like that. And the beauty is inside the boxes, if you want, you can place a link, you can place a video, you can place a picture, you can type a text. All these are possible. And it is totally free. All what you have to do is to sign up. Okay. Going to the one of the assessment tools, it is Kahoot. Okay, and those who have experienced this Kahoot will say that how enjoyable it will be to the children. Now we can again see a quick video on how to create Kahoots. But before that, if you want to know what a Kahoot is, it is nothing but your unit test. You are going to, it is an MCQ test. You will type a question, you will type 4 options. So like that, you can have any number of questions. And all what you will do during assessment is to get into your Kahoot link and to start it. Actually, it is not starting it. What is that it? Actually, it is a game. Kahoot is a game. So, but the game has so many questions and the children will keep answering question after question. Okay. So, you can see that at the end of every question, it is possible for us to see which child answer first, which child answer then. All that is possible. And the final score is also available. And there is a provision for reports. That reports is nothing but your mark register only. So you will get the name of the child and in detail which question the child got right, which the child did not get right, everything comes. And also for a teacher, you can see that which question is answered right by most of the children. If the children have gone wrong, in which question most of them have gone wrong. Okay, all that is available. The complete error analysis is available and you teachers can accordingly design your remediation. Okay, so we'll just quickly see how to create a Kahoot. Actually, you can see that these are all nothing but again YouTube files only. And in Google, you just type how to create a Kahoot and you get the so many videos teaching you how to do that. Okay. So it is getting loaded and the thing is, so once again, how to create a Kahoot. As you see, you have to sign up. Okay, you have to sign up. Signing up, once you sign up, every other time you can log in and can get into your Kahoot. And actually, you can see that home, discover, Kahoots. Actually, what you can see is the varied Kahoots which some teachers have created and kept it here for anybody to use. If you want, you can create your own Kahoot also by clicking this button, create. Okay. But at the end, after the game is conducted, you can see these reports. And if you click the particular Kahoot and this report, you will actually, when you click the report and when you click the particular assessment that you had, it will give you the error analysis, the marks, everything. So we'll continue with the video, see the create. How to create, you please watch. So a question is typed and then the answers are given. Okay. Now it is also possible for you to set the time for it. For this question, 20 seconds is enough. Yes. Otherwise, it is possible for you to have 5 seconds or it is possible for you to take 2 minutes. However you want, you can keep it. And again, when it comes to this portion, it is possible for us to insert an image. It is possible for you to insert a video. Otherwise, it is also actually the computers, you can see that looking at the word wood or something, it will automatically suggest some pictures also from which you can pick all that is possible. Okay, continue. So it is you can conduct it as a quiz. You can have true or false questions. Okay, and actually you can keep it for teaching also. You can add a slide and you can teach, and you can also conduct surveys using this Kahoot. Okay, you can add question. You can keep on adding questions. And actually it is nothing but, see, your question paper you are keeping inside a cover. Okay, so that cover should tell you what is inside. So for that, inside that cover, okay, for you to identify easily, you are giving it a title and a little description. See, the title, of course, yes, and this is again, see, it is all optional only, but when we do that, it will be easier for us to locate things. And okay, to add colors to that, you can also add images, and if you want, you can keep it with you private, or you can put it for everybody else to use it. Okay, fine. Yes. Okay, fine. So back to our presentation, just some introduction to Kahoots. Okay, and here there are so many free online flash files. Okay, we'll just click it. We have 2 more minutes to go. Okay. If it is opening, we'll see. This is the last portion of it. Okay. So it is mathplayground.com. Actually, you can see it's so colorful. Okay. What we want, it is now logic games is chosen. So in that you can see so many things. When it comes to fractions and decimals, again, so much is there. See, all these are all games. All these are all games. See, for example, we are talking about understanding fractions and equivalent fractions maybe. So here is the game. Okay, click it. So you can see the pictorial representation as well as some fractions given. Now we can match it. So 1 by 4 goes here. Okay, 1 by 2. So now for you people it is easy. But if it is for a smaller children of 3rd or 4th, it is actually a revision of concept. It is actually they are practicing what is 1 by 10. So you can see that this is not just a game, but it is something which the children will enjoy, but according to us it is revision. So much is available. So much is available. So we can browse the net and we can pick the right sources that we want to use for our children. Okay, just a glimpse of that. Okay, then there are so many other online sources. Okay, you can see that Enrich, Math Central, Math Forum, all these are having interesting interactive games or some interesting things that we teachers can use for our children. Okay, so here is it. Okay, thank you. So it's 12 now and we are closing today's session. What is very important is that you have to fill the feedback form. Okay, and now I can take a few questions if you have any questions. If not, I will just put the link in the chat box. As you click it, you will be able to give the feedback. Yes, ma'am. I'll put it in the chat box. But so you will be able to click the chat box. It's taking some time. Yes, I think it has come. Yes. Okay. Can one of